Hello guys, I'm back for another video. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're new here, I like to make videos about running, outdoor fitness and adventure. So if you like what you see, hit that like button for me and consider subscribing, that'd be awesome. But here I am today. It's set to be one of the hottest days of the year and I'm out a bit earlier to try and get my session done before it gets too warm. So today I'm going to be doing a fartlek session out here on the trails. If you're not familiar with what fartlek training is, it's effectively, in very simple terms, periods of high intensity running interspersed with periods of slower running. That differs from interval training, where interval training is a bit more structured. So you'll have a set period of work, so whether that be time or distance, followed by a set period of rest. Fartlek training, much more unstructured. It's going to be a continuous run, but at different paces throughout. So what it's great at doing is just teaching your body to move in and out of those different intensities and just be a bit more efficient at doing that. So I think this session is particularly good for people who are training for obstacle course racing, for example, because it matches the demands of an obstacle course race quite nicely. But it'll also help just improve the fitness of anyone who's looking to get out here on the trails and do a bit of running or hiking. Perfect. So today I'm going to be doing a nice 10k loop. I'm going to start off nice and slow and then just throw in little periods of harder work just to bring that heart rate up. I'm going to see how we get on. So yeah, totally by feel today. It's a session I quite like to do when I'm feeling a little bit tired perhaps. I've had a few days at work this week, some quite long days at work. So I'm feeling a little bit tired, but I want to do a bit more than an easy run. So I think perfect for days like that. Anyway, let's get going before it gets too hot. As I said, started off nice and easy, keeping my heart rate fairly low, and the majority of this run will be at a fairly easy pace, but about 20% perhaps will be at those higher heart rates. Lovely day. Okay, what I'm going to do now is start throwing in some faster sections. Now I said it was going to be unstructured. It is, but I quite like to see how I feel and then decide on a period of work time. So I'm going to up the pace for about 4 minutes and then slow the pace right down, and I'll probably do a second 4 minute after that. Yeah. Right, let's raise this pace. See if I can do some drafting. No, don't go. There they are. Catch up with them. Goodbye, my friends. Till next time. There you go, that's about 4 minutes done at higher heart rate, so I was up at about 165 beats per minute. So it's going to bring my heart rate right back down to about 130. So I'm going to slow the pace right down and just continue at that pace for a little while. And then when I feel like it, I'll probably do another 4 minutes at about 165. So whilst I'm just running at an easy pace, just wanted to share a little gear recommendation with you. So if you've watched my videos recently, you'll notice I've been wearing this cap quite a lot, and it's a, probably said this, saying I'm going to say this wrong, it's a seal cap, and I actually got this for Christmas from my sister Esme and my brother-in-law Nick, so I got them to thank for it. Thank you guys. And it really came into its own during that, that period we couldn't have haircuts. So when I first really started wearing it pretty much every run. Great at keeping hair out of the eyes and everything. But since I've had a haircut, I've just kept going with it. It's super comfortable. Love it. Catches the sweat, and I'm yeah, really looking forward to taking it on some adventures, maybe in the mountains. Got some hot days. It's really quick drying, so you can dunk it in water and put it back on your head if you're warm. It helps keep you cool. So yeah, if you're looking for a cap, maybe go for one of these guys. I'll link it down below. Right, heart rate's down at about 130. Been just jogging along for the last probably 5 minutes, and I feel ready to throw in another bout of higher intensity. So yeah, see how we go. Off we go. There you go, I did about 3 minutes high intensity there, slowing it down now. Again, my heart rate was up at about 165, high 160s. Instead of bringing it all the way down to 130 this time, I'm just going to come down to about 140, 145, maybe have a shorter rest, and then kick into perhaps a final about 4 minutes of high intensity. You know, quite a hilly section coming up. I'm hoping you're sort of starting to see how flexible this sort of fartlek session can be. So, you know, I could choose to bring my heart rate down for a minute and then go again, and raise my heart rate for another, just a minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, anything you want to do really. It's all good. I think that the 80-20 rule during this workout is quite a good one to follow. So 80% at easy pace, and then there's about 20% at those harder levels, those intensities where your heart rate is going to be higher. This sort of flexible session is not going to be for everyone. Some people want that, you know, that structure to follow to hold them accountable. But for me, sometimes this is just perfect. It fits in my lifestyle quite well. My work, you know, I do different shifts and work different days of the week, and I have to be quite flexible with my training. And if I have a really hard interval session planned and my body just isn't there for it, I can adapt and throw something like this in. And that comes with experience and, you know, a few years of training under my belt and just knowing what my body can take. Anyone in the comments do fartlek sessions? Let me know your take on it. Do you like to do them on trail like I do? Or are you a road runner? Let me know. Okay, I'm about to kick into my final high intensity effort, and the first section of this is up a hill. And if you watch my videos, you may recognize this hill as the hill that I come and do some hill workouts on. So heart rate's going to go up, and it's going to go up quickly, but let's go, see how we go. We're at the top of the hill. I'm going to try and keep that intensity up for a bit longer. Whew, that's it. I'm gonna bring my heart rate back down. That was another 3-ish minutes. Yeah, that was quite tough. On top of that hill, I wanted to rest, as I usually would when I'm doing intervals up and down it. But I just wanted to continue on, surprise my body a little bit, and it was quite tough. So yeah, my heart rate went up to about 172, something like that. Something like that. Whew. So I'm going to end the video here, guys. I am 8 kilometers through the 10k route that I'm going to be doing. So I've got 2 kilometers home where I'm just going to keep it fairly easy, maybe vary my pace slightly on the way back there. And it's going to take me to about 60 minutes of work. And I did 10 minutes at that higher intensity level. So a little bit below the 20% I said I'd do, but not far off. And I hope I've inspired maybe some of you to get out there on the trail and give it a go yourself. And it did occur to me whilst doing this run, this is also quite a good session for anyone who's coming back from injury. So maybe you've had a few weeks of coming back from your injury and you've been doing easy runs and you're ready to throw in a bit of faster work, but you don't want to do a full intense interval session. This is quite a good way of getting your body used to those higher speeds and those higher intensities again. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I've done a fair bit of talking to the camera during this video. If you want to see something a little bit different, maybe check out my last video, Why I Run, where it's just a bit of voiceover work and more scenery and perhaps a bit of a slower pace of things. But yeah, stick around for more videos in the future, and yeah, I'll see you in another video. Cheers for joining me. Bye.